Good evening and welcome to Biz News. I'm Elizabeth Lee together with Tony Lopez.
Good evening, Beth.
Tonight we're going to talk about one of the major success stories of the savings and loan industry.
Savings and Loan Association business.
Yes, and we have for our guest Colonel Ricardo Nolasco, who is the chairman and president of Air Material Wing Savings and Loan Association.
Welcome. Good evening, Tony.
Good evening.
Yes.
Thank you for being on our show. We also have Mr. Ronald Dominguez, who is the VP for Compliance.
Yes. Good evening.
Good governance.
Yes.
And then we have Shay Gonzalez, who is the IT Security Officer for AMWSLAI.
Good evening to all of you.
Good evening.
Welcome
Good
to our
evening.
show.
Good evening.
Welcome. Tell us a little bit about Air Material Wing Savings and Loan Association.
Actually, it's a
Teka
non-stop.
yung pangalan, Air Material Wing.
Yes.
Air na may wing pa. Bakit ganun, sir?
Because the association started from a group of soldiers
In the Air Force.
manning the 14th Air Material Wing repair. It is actually the a unit that repairs the aircraft, maintains the aircraft. So it started from that particular unit. So we coined the word Air Material Wing because it's the Air Material Wing.
That's
And you kept the corporate name.
Yeah, because it started from that.
So how did you start?
yeah. How long ago did you start?
It started from a group of soldiers and civilian employees
In the Air Force.
in the Air Force because alam niyo naman, previously there are loan sharks. And it was very difficult and very expensive if you borrow from the outside.
Yeah.
Yes.
So they thought of parang paluwagan po. They started contributing 5 pesos and we started with a 5,000 contribution, a total. And with God's help,
5,000 from how many
Started with
people?
from maybe about 50.
50 people.
50
So mga
people.
100.
Right now it's about 26 billion.
Now it's
yeah,
26
26
billion
billion.
from 5,000.
Yes.
When did you start? When did you...
It started from 20 years ago.
So
28 years
5,000.
ago.
56.
So 5,000 from 100 people to 26 billion from how many members?
Right now it's 207,000 members.
207,000 members, mostly from the military.
Military and
Philippine National
police, dependents, and retirees, pensioners.
And what is the main... You have a lot of benefits by being a member of this.
They contribute an average of how much? Monthly ba?
No. Actually, it's a voluntary
Voluntary. You
association.
decide how much you put in.
It depends on
What you put in, that's what you call sort of equity. You can borrow.
Yes.
Yun.
So you need to keep track of this. So if I put in, let's say, 1,000 per month, then I can then take out a loan that is commensurate to
After 1
how
year,
much?
12,000 siguro, ganun ba?
No,
Hindi
not
naman.
necessarily.
May retention.
It depends upon the paying capacity, the income that you earn. Usually it's about, you can borrow as much as 12% of your salary. 12 times your salary.
I cannot borrow 100% of my equity contribution.
You can.
100%.
We have a product that we call as the capital contribution.
What interest? What interest?
It's competitive. It's about 12 to 14.
Tapos, Ronald,
Yes,
compliance, no?
Yes.
Parang you are regulated by some agency?
Yeah, we
What
are
do you comply
regulated
to?
by
Yeah.
the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas.
Yeah.
And we are also registered with the Securities and Exchange Commission. And also we are being audited by the BIR as well.
A BIR?
Yes.
You are not tax-free?
Actually, our main business of granting loans and accepting savings are tax-exempt. However, there are activities that might be subject to tax. Like we have spare space in our building, so we list them out, maximize the use of our space. So those types of income.
May rental business kayo?
No.
Incidental lang po yun.
No,
Kasi
incidental lang.
we construct our own buildings and in anticipation of expansion in operations. But for the meantime na wala pa naman, hindi pa naman ganong kalaki yung transactions, we hope to maximize the space and rent it out for the meantime.
So
Ikaw naman siya, IT.
Yes, sir.
That means very sophisticated ang inyong record keeping and operation?
Yes, because we value the confidentiality of our members. Since finances yan, yung information ng members namin, we have to secure it.
So IT, bibigyan mo ako ng parang card? May ATM? Ano? Wala.
Previously, we used that for our dividend distribution. But now, we are not using
So,
ATM
hard
for
copy
that.
ng cheque, pinapadala niyo?
We have passbooks for the members.
So, for example,
Yeah.
I'm a member. I would like to be a member, but let's say, for example, I'm a member,
Yeah.
and I can put in, let's say, 1,000 pesos a month.
Yeah.
Do I get a
Pag ikaw ang
return
member, you
on
should
that
put in siguro
investment?
half a million.
Gusto
Actually,
ko nga maging member, but I can put in 500,000 eh.
I told her to marry a military man. Actually, based on our contribution, the association uses that funds to lend it back to you.
Yes. But do I get a return on my investment?
Yes. The profit that we
Interest?
earn, minus the operational expense, we give it back as in the form of dividends. This year, we gave out about 9% for the whole year.
Wow.
That's better than the commercial
That's
banks.
a lot. Yeah, a lot.
9%
A lot
on the
better.
equity contributions of members?
No, based on the income that we
income.
generate from the contributions.
Bali yun ang return on equity.
Yeah.
So if I contribute more, I can get more.
No, not nice. Yeah,
So,
depends.
so
Yeah.
9%, Colonel, translates into how much in millions?
2.4 billion net income would maybe give you
2.4, almost 10% of that is your profit, about
Yeah.
220 million.
no, actually, sir, for the year 2013, our audited financial statement shows that we earn income of 2.2 billion. So that income we distributed to our members in July 2013.
Magkano per member lumabas yun? Ang kanilang dividend?
Actually po,
It
12 to
depends.
13%. Kasi we distribute
Ang
po
ganda,
yung
12 to 13%
income
kasi
based
sa-
on your contribution.
Ronald,
So the
ganda
higher
yung
your
12 to 13%
contribution.
kasi
Yes,
sa
sir.
bangko, meron kang savings. Ang kita lang nun, almost 0.2%.
Yes, sir.
Minus all the taxes.
And-
Halos wala.
Yes, sir. And ours is tax-free. So you get the entire 13%.
So if I can actually contribute, I can put in my money, if I have the capacity
Yeah.
as a member, I can put in my money in your savings and loan, and I can get my return like that, no?
Yes.
13% at the end of the year,
Yeah.
depending on how. So I am encouraged to actually invest
Yeah.
in my own association.
Yes.
Tama ba?
Tama po.
Actually, the association was conceived in a unique way by which we give assistance to our members in terms of deposits and also earning dividends to augment their income.
Yeah.
So that's basically the concept of the non-stock savings loan. We are quite different from the banks or quasi-banks because this is a sort of a paluwagan and we contribute money. Parang self-assistance ito.
Okay.
Paluwagan kasi the more you put in,
Yeah.
the more you can take out.
Yeah.
Kasi you can borrow what you put in. Diba?
All right, we're going to continue this discussion. We'll be right back. You're watching BizNews.
Konektado mga opisina ng AMWSLAI. Hindi kaya ng iba. Modernong pagpapatakbo ng AMWSLAI para mas epektibong makatulong sa mga member nito. May ilang araw na hindi ako makapunta sa opisina ng AMWSLAI sa Puerto Princesa. Kaya naman, sila na mismong dumayo sa ospital para ibigay yung cheque.
Arts, congrats. Mrs.
Salamat. Congratulations po. Ayan, may baby na tayo.
And also, Ronald,
Yeah.
your members, PNP from the armed forces,
Bali-
the main benefit of actually being a member, because they cannot take out loans from, let's say, commercial banks.
Yeah.
So with this, how do they benefit?
Definitely, because per experience, I was an officer before of the Air Force.
Yes.
They won't give me credit cards from the bank because they told us that we are very high risk.
That's
Pero
sundalo, baka isang
Dahil
araw
sundalo.
mabaril ka, no?
Hindi ho, baka ho, pag singil nyo mabaril sila. Joking. Unless otherwise you marry a rich wife or a rich lady, they would give you. So, nag-isip po kami ng paraan, how could we help each other? So, we established this what you call the association. And it is also true to the different non-stock savings law, not only in the military, but we have also from the private sector,
Bali, ikaw talaga ang initiator
government.
niyan from the start?
No, not necessarily. But
Siyang bata
we are
na
the
itsura mo
oldest.
kung ikaw ngayon.
No. We are the oldest among the non-stock savings loan. And our passion to help the soldiers simply depends on the benefits that we derive. Like Shai, she's the daughter of an enlisted man.
Yeah.
And AMWSLAI gave her the scholarship.
4 years? 4 years?
4 years scholarship. And
Full
right now, she's working with us. And maybe giving back.
Scholarship, Colonel, that means hindi na niya binayaran yun?
Hindi na po. That's one of the benefits.
Maganda
Kung
pala.
kulang po naman yung binigay sa kanya ng AMWSLAI, the father usually borrow money from AMWSLAI. As for me, I was able
May
to finish
education
college.
loans kayo?
Yes.
Okay.
Was able to finish college because my father usually loaned from AMWSLAI every year. My father is a colonel in the Air Force. We are 4 children. Alam niyo naman ang sweldo ng military, it's not quite that
Yes.
big.
Yes.
So it will be very difficult for them to send their children to schooling.
Yes.
And this is one form of passion that I believe in, na talagang malaki pong tulong yung mga association.
Colonel, at what point did you really build that threshold na talagang naka-take off na kayo?
When I came in, it was only 80 million.
80?
Yeah.
80?
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow,
And after 25 years,
You're the fastest growing, most liquid, and largest savings and loan association.
among the voluntary ones, because we
But
have
iba
the
ba
biggest,
mandatory?
AMWSLAI po started with a mandatory deduction. Actually, they copied us.
How much is the deduction from their salary? 6%?
I started 1%, 1,000 pesos a month.
Tapos, naging how many percent? Ngayon,
Right now, then it went up to 2,000 after several years. But right now, yata no more. Because they're over liquid na rin.
Wow.
Then,
So, but this one is 100% voluntary.
Yeah,
Yes.
100%
pero
voluntary.
in spite of the fact that you are 100%, you have a huge membership base, no?
Yes.
100,000 soldiers.
207,000.
207.
Comprising
Of which, how many are military? How
about
many
30%.
30%, so 70,000.
Then
Tapos,
about 40% of the PNP.
80,000.
And
Mga ganun.
20% are dependents and pensioners
Pensioners.
or retirees.
Retirees. Okay.
So all of them benefits from AMWSLAI. For example, if you're a pensioner, you need some funds, then you can borrow.
So, Colonel,
these are salary
this
deductions.
207,000, on average, how much money in the Savings and Loan Association?
I
Per-
have
per
about-
member?
Per member?
Per month. you think?
It varies because
Your asset is 26 billion,
Yes.
and your liquid asset is 24 billion.
Yeah, we
Tama
have
ba yan?
24 billion in loans.
So, i-divide ko
And
na
we
yung
have
24 by 200,000, ganun ba yan?
no, not necessarily. It's not
ganun.
equal.
Yeah.
Because the soldiers usually have a upper bracket deposit base. Those who can afford have more.
Sino
deposits.
malabas, Colonel? Mga 100,000 per member ang pera nila dyan?
If you are going to
Yeah.
divide that by the number of members.
Tama, no?
Pero there are two main groups po sa association eh. Merong mga investing members, ito yung medyo may nakakapag-save po. And the others would be, ito naman yung mga nangangailangan ng financial assistance.
Sila yung drain.
So sila
yung
naman
drain.
po yung, these are the ones who take loans.
So the investing member, they make about how much on their money every year?
Lahat po, the whole membership gets 13%
You said
po
your
the last time.
net income is 2.4, or that's your revenue?
That's our net income for the year.
Laki, no?
Really nice.
Oh, 2.4
Yes.
billion.
Yes.
You make more money than some of the big corporations, ah.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
But we return it back.
Yes.
Oo nga.
What's the ratio of the ones that are investing and then the ones that are taking out loans from your membership?
Dapat siguro invest 70, ang loan 30. Although
Out of all your membership,
although sa bank,
80% of your members actually are the ones that take out loan and 20% are the ones that
magkano
invest.
ang
All of them
aggregate?
invest their money because we require
Yeah.
them to have a 3,500 minimum investment.
Colonel, magkano ang aggregate contributions ng members?
24 billion.
24 billion. Ang laki, no? So, 24 billion, if you were a bank, you can lend that 8 times, di ba? Gearing ratio.
Yes po, yes po.
And yet, your loans is how much?
24 billion. Our loans is
100
24
lang,
billion.
1 to 1
Yes,
lang.
yes.
Because
You're
we're-
very conservative, ha?
Because
Yes,
these are,
po,
our main core business is really actually loans only. We're not supposed to enter into any speculative business. So we are
You're
still
very conservative.
regulated by the Banco
Sayang yung
Central
cash
ng
dyan, hindi nyo
Pilipinas.
napapaikot masyado.
What's the average loan amount?
Right now, it's about between 200 to 650,000 per individual.
Malaki rin.
Yes.
Laki din,
po.
no?
Pagka,
Considering ang average investee is 100,000 pesos.
And you're taking out now?
Oh, 6
and then,
times.
And how much did you say that you need to put in? 3-5?
yes,
Yes.
Usually,
Initially,
usually?
yeah. Then you could borrow as much as 200 and 650.
3-5.
Depending on your
Ang
monthly
average na
salary.
sundalo is about what? 16,000 a month?
Right now, it's about 25.
25 mas sundalo ngayon.
Medyo tumaas na po.
And I can borrow 12 times that.
Yes.
Yes.
So,
it's pretty
sa
amazing.
time is 10, 250,000
Yeah.
plus 50, 300,000.
Yes.
And then mandatory salary
Yeah.
deduction.
Yeah,
Yes.
that makes us different from
Ano
Yeah.
maturity, sir, nung 300,000 loan ko?
Okay, before you answer that, we're going to cut to a short break. You're watching BizNews. We'll be right back.
Ano maturity?
5
Sa tulong ng AMWSLAI, walang naging problema sa pagpapaanak kay Sofia. Ngayon, nakapundar na rin kami ng barbershop at tindahan para masustento ng mga araw-araw na pangangailangan ng pamilya.
Alam niyo, tungkulin ng AMSLA, nabigyan kayo ng isang espesyal at mahusay na serbisyo. Dahil para sa amin, kayo ay mahalaga. Sabay tayong aangat at aasenso. Sa AMSLA, isang pamilya tayo.
All right, welcome back. So people can take out loans up to from 200 to about 600 grand, and then what are the
No,
terms?
12
How many
times
years?
their salary.
12 times the salary.
A soldier makes 25,000. Therefore, he can borrow 300,000 pesos. And
That's
he can
that's
pay that
Between
from
1
1 year to 5
5
years.
years.
What is the average tenor? Average maturity?
About 3 years.
3 years.
Most of them take
And
out
the
in 3
interest is
About
As low as 5.25 to
5.20.
15%. Yeah, depending on
What's
the
the
amount
average
and the
interest?
term.
my
It's
gosh.
more of the
kung
on
1
the
year,
13%.
kung 1 year 5.5. Kung 3
Yes.
years, what?
13%.
13.
13.
Medyo din. Competitive kayo.
Yes.
Very competitive.
But the members becomes prime borrower, no? AAA. Kasi you cannot
Yes.
borrow a loan of less than 6% or 7% from a commercial bank.
Yeah.
Ha? Kaya ang dami pang mga rikititos nyo. Ito.
Ikulan na lang kung isanlan niyo yung katawan niyo sa bangko.
That's
para-
true. It's so true.
With all the documents
May
that
credit
you know.
investigation
Yeah.
pa.
Right
But-
now, the concept, the future of AMSLA, we would like to go into internet loaning also.
And how's that? How would that
Paano
work?
yan? Meron siyang card number.
ATM, and so forth. Just a
So,
texting.
apply
maybe
siya
later
online?
on.
Apply siya online?
Online.
Paano mababalidate signature niya?
We have already validated all our
Meron na
members.
sa
Because they're part of
database.
Then
Yeah.
your
Database,
application
yeah.
form, you fill up everything because this is also a requirement of AMLAI.
Yeah. We have
AMLA.
captured all the
Tapos,
information.
ika-siya, tatanungin mo yung borrower, please type your PIN number, ganun ba?
Pwede po.
Tapos may password pa siyang sabihin.
We're gonna put in cutting edge technological innovations in order to adapt to that improvement of our business
So,
products and
sasabihin mo
services.
sa kanya, please put in your membership serial number.
Mm-hmm.
Diba?
Or
Tapos,
we
please
could
put in
also
your birthday.
with the
Ganyan.
ID, we could put in a contactless ID that we could
Tapos,
just
saan ko
tap
kukunin
in.
yung pera? Pag na-comply ko yung mga passport
In the bank, through your
Sa
ATM.
ATM.
Ah, sa ATM. Okay.
And then will you also lower the threshold of loans? Like that if I need some
That
like
would
a
be
quick loan?
made this special
No, kasi
already within
loan processing in a bank
banking
is about 2% of cost, di ba?
Yes.
Oh. So you save money,
Yeah.
and the member also saves money.
Yes.
And the convenience, the security also of the
Tignan mo,
soldiers.
you save 2% of 2.4. That's almost 50 million a year.
Yes, sir.
No?
Yes.
And we can even lower the interest rates
Tama.
to the advantage of
Yeah.
the members.
Why do you say, Colonel, that earlier that the banks were not too hot in lending to
Di ba?
the AFPs,
Because
the PNP?
we are
Soldiers.
soldiers, lawyers, and
Soldiers.
artists.
Pati journalists.
And
Because
Lawyers are included there.
lawyers, artists, kasi pilosopo, lawyers, ididemanda ka. Soldiers, babariling ka. Journalists, punta sa gera. Di ba? They are also not insurable. May insurance
Yes.
package ba kayo?
Yeah, we have
may insurance package.
provided.
So does that mean doing business with the Army, with PNP is risky?
We are into that business. We know the uniqueness, the intricacies. So, different to yung aming product lines.
Pero kasi ang-
So, we can manage it.
Ang uniform services personnel, middle income sila. 25 grand a month. That's very big. Diba?
Hindi na ho.
Diba?
That's still on the poverty level, sir.
Poverty ba yan?
Oo. Wala hong pambili ng gasoline ho yun. If you're fortunate, how could you send 4 children in college for
Nga, no? 25 grand, 300,000.
With all the clothing, with all the
Eh,
medical,
ang UST,
that's a big problem
Ang
also.
UST, 70,000 a year. Ang Ateneo, 120,000 a year. Oh, Lasal,
Journalist ho
100,
yata, 300,000 eh. A month.
Ganun ba?
I wish.
I don't know.
Kung totoo yan, dapat,
maybe it's
Colonel, kung totoo yan, dapat automatic member ako. Kasi I'm supposed to be liquid.
you need to become a dependent of a military. Or maybe marry a general lady.
Ganun ba?
Yan.
Pero pag general, hindi na sila marrying age eh. Because they become a major problem.
Hindi na po, sir. Hindi na po, sir, lahat.
I'm just kidding.
Hala. You're in trouble now.
Hindi, baka ho may experience.
Saka mahirap sa household na may general, ha? They are used to command. Tapos pinagsisilbihan sila. Pag retired na sila, yun ang malaking problema nila, di ba? Pag gising nila, wala nang sumusunod saka sumasaludo.
Hindi, sir, meron pa rin.
Ano ganun
Yung
ba?
wife na magiging two-star dyan.
But the main, there's a lot of benefits that you actually offer the
Definitely.
The
Yes.
members.
I said we have educational loans, medical loans, repair and renovation loans, real estate.
Hindi sa kanila, sa loans na lang, sa loans, cash loan. Ang ganda-ganda nun. Hindi may makukuha sa Pag-ibig, sa SSS, sa GSIS. Di ba? Lalo na mag-go-online siya, hindi walang paperwork. In 10 minutes, I can get my money. Di ba? Parang mga ganyan ang papalabasin mo siya, di ba? In 10 minutes.
Eventually, sir.
That's your money. There's your money. Oo.
So how about other services? Like if businesses wanted to tie up with AMWSLAI, paano yun? Like AMWSLAI.
Nag-SME loan lending ka ba?
Right
Hindi,
now,
no?
I am also the president of the Confederation of the Non-Stock. Our members about 71 non-stocks. Marami po. With the same concept, paluwagan, employees nila borrows from the main mother company as S.M.E, we have also the Republic Glass, the Mead Johnson, halos lahat po, with even vendors,
Kaya
market
kasi
vendors.
si Bet, ang galing sa high-end family, hindi yan nasanay sa neighborhood o sa eskwela na paluwagan. You gather a group of friends, every week magbibigay 5 pesos, after 1, o siya kaninong turno na yung this week? Okay, Tony Lopez, halimbawa, 10 times 50, di may 500 ka, may pan-date ka. Nung high school kami, gano'n. Diba?
Yes, sir.
We digress.
Yun ang concept ng paluwagan. To
Yeah.
No, I
ease
know the
up,
concept
to
of
ease
paluwagan,
up
yeah.
on
Yeah.
your cash needs.
Yeah, but what I'm asking is like, you have a lot of members, right? 207,000
Yeah.
members. And then they have needs. So businesses like either cell phones or vehicles, appliances, those kind of things.
Ayun, pinipinas yan.
SMEs.
Motor vehicle loan kayo?
Yeah.
Meron.
So if they wanted, let's say,
Meron din kayong cellular phone loan.
Definitely. Consumption,
Housing,
salary.
meron din.
Yeah.
Ganito sa rin concept why we created this one. Sabi ko nga, the salaries of the military personnel, policemen, these dependents are quite low. Actually, it's on the verge of the poverty level. Mabuti nga ako ngayon, tumaas na and that's good for them.
Pero
No?
mataas po yung Colonel 25 kasi ang salary sa private sector, minimum is only 14,000 a month.
Mahirap talaga yung 14,000. How could you live with 14,000 right now, no? So, naisip po namin na mag-start of this kind of assistance na to augment your financial. Maramihan umutang sa amin. They buy tricycles, they put up sari-sari stores.
tricycle, okay,
Yung mga
business
ganun po,
loan.
small
so if I want to
business,
do,
micro business.
franchise,
Uh-huh.
I can.
Yes.
Okay,
Then whatever profit you earn, you just pay back AMWSLAI monthly. So ganun po.
So-
and that cycles
And
goes on.
who does,
goes on.
like, let's say, the business talk to? Does the business talk to AMWSLAI or the
The
member?
individual themselves.
All right, we're going to continue this discussion. We'll be right back. You're watching BizNews.
Ito na siguro ang pinaka-importanteng regalong natanggap ko mula sa tatay. Kahit paano, nawala ang pangamba ko. Dahil alam kong may katulong ako sa pagbuo ng pamilya ko.
Family picture. Picture, picture. Family picture.
Welcome back. Shai, talk about the benefits that you get.
Actually, I'm very lucky to be one of the recipient of the scholarship grant of AMWSLAI way back college days. So I was a scholar of
They finance you
AMWSLAI.
for 4 years
Yes,
to
yes.
take up what course? They require you a course, no?
No, sir.
Your choice?
Yes, sir. I graduated Information Technology and Computer Science.
Tapos you join them for your first job, no?
No, sir. No. After 4 years, then I joined AMWSLAI. So,
Are you a member of AMWSLAI?
once you get employed,
Di member ka sa
You
kanila?
yes,
become a
yes.
member.
So,
I'm already a member of
kwento mo,
AMWSLAI
how
also.
are you benefited aside from this scholarship now that you are a member?
Now that I'm a member, with AMWSLAI, it was able to help my family live comfortably from since since my father was an enlisted personnel of Philippine Air Force, I was able to put my children to school.
Ganon.
Yes po. I have
So
5-year-old
housing
daughter.
loan also?
Yes,
like-
housing loan.
we
So
also do.
not just me, but there are a lot of members who were able to create, to make their own homes.
Meron
to
din
have their
kayong
own homes.
typhoon rehabilitation loan, may ganyan
Yes,
din kayo?
actually we have calamity loans.
Calamity. So tapos, halimbawa,
What-
anak mo,
what happened
magbe-birthday,
to
pwede
Yolanda?
utang sa kanila. Magbe-birthday, di ba? O
We
yan,
offered calamity
magpapasko,
loans, sir.
utang dyan.
Talking about
marami pa.
calamities,
Yeah.
we introduced during the aftermath of the Typhoon Yolanda,
Yeah.
because of the needs and because of the catastrophe that was created, we offered the econo loan to those
Paano
personal
ho yung
assigned.
econo loan, Colonel?
It's the lowest, the cheapest.
3%.
Yeah, more on about 5%.
5%.
And the terms are very,
5%, that's almost zero kasi inflation is 5.
Yes,
no?
yes. So right now, we're trying to spread that particular eco loan to all of the members. We're looking at that possibility. Maybe when we go internet banking or operations, we could lower the interest rates also of this particular product.
So, bali, new loan yan. New loan.
Bago,
Yeah.
bago sila.
Actually,
So, how is
in-
the experience? Yung pay
We have NPLs, actually.
Wala
Yeah,
mo
we
na.
have multi-purpose
You-
loans,
no.
actually. Non-performing loans.
Yes,
Yeah.
I mean, do
Definitely.
you...
Yeah, very
But
minimal.
maybe
Members
like
can borrow
99
from you to buy tricycles from Bet.
Each.
Yes, of course.
Pwede.
Electric, we have to be clean.
We have also non-performing loans. Basically, sabi nga, high risk.
Yeah.
May mga nag-aawol, may namamatay ho, may deceased, may retirement that cannot afford.
Bali-
But the percentage is very,
Very-
Yeah,
very
it's
small.
manageable.
Colonel, mukha naman stable kayo since 1955,
Yes,
no?
sir.
So you are about, what, 55?
58 years.
58
58
na
years.
in the industry.
But that means matagal na kayo, no? Anong chance na mag-collapse yan?
Malabo po sir.
Malabo.
We have all gone through all of
Explain
the
mo nga, Ronald,
problems.
you said you are supervised by the Bangko Sentral.
Yes, sir.
So you are considered a bank?
No, sir.
No?
We are actually an informal bank. We do savings and loan to a well-defined group.
Yeah.
And we are being supervised by the Bangko Sentral. They do regular audits. They come to our office and audit everything, all transactions,
You're
financial
subject to
statements.
capital adequacy requirements?
Yeah, we are subject.
Magkano ang equity nyo?
Ours is 83%. It's very high as compared to the requirement
83% of loans?
No, our capital is for every 1 peso of asset that could be exposed
For
to
every
It has to be
183
backed
pesos?
Yeah, it has to be
By
backed up by your capital.
Eh di yung capital
Very
nyo natatie
high.
up siya, no?
Yes.
Natatie up, sayang.
And that's one of the things that we need to negotiate with the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas. Thank you for asking that question because right now they had a circular 789 that increases the requirement of our loan reserves requirement.
Even more.
Yeah.
Almost all of your non-performing loan assets.
Magkano ba, how many percent ba ng performing nyo?
About
2?
10?
10%.
10%.
And this was caused primarily of our loans that we granted to the PNP pensioners. Such happened because in October 2012, the payment of pensions was...
Medyo mataas yan kasi the banking ratio is less than 2%.
Yes.
1.8%.
Kaya lang, the underlying factor is beyond our control because the PNP implemented a shift in the payment of their pensions to their retirees. Previously, they were being paid in checks.
Yung 10%
now,
na
they're being
now?
paid in ATM cards. So the whole amount of the pension goes to the pensioner, and some of the pensions would.
Wala kayong paraan makakolekta.
Yeah.
Right now we are
How did you remedy that?
Right now we're now working with the chief PNP and maybe with the Department of Budget also. We will try the
Mandatory
explaining.
deduction.
And fortunately, I believe it would maybe within this week or within this month, they would revert back to deducting it from their salary prior to giving it to the land bank or the other banks that is. So that created. Even
So
though that
this is temporary.
Yeah,
that's
Just
temporary.
Yeah.
Temporary. And we're not afraid, or we're not that concerned
Yung
because
10% nyo can be repaid.
yes,
Yes,
because
Paano
these
lang
are all pension loans.
Probable loss doon.
You have your monthly pensions. So later on, we could even deduct from your dependents if you are deceased.
You never had any financial difficulties?
None,
None?
not so far.
Okay naman pala. No?
And the members of the board are members of board of trustees.
These are comprisely most of military officers and soldiers also, and were elected by the members themselves.
Ay, may annual meeting kayo?
Yes,
Yeah, we do have every December.
Di problema yan sa pagkain. 200,000 people showing up. Diba?
Not necessarily because
Sa pagkain sa 10 pesos lang,
We-
magkano na kagad yan? 2
we
million.
use proxy votes also.
Pwedeng proxy vote.
Yes, sir.
Even then, proxy, you have to solicit 200,000 proxies.
Yeah.
No, not necessarily because the regular members are the only ones authorized to vote.
Ganon.
The originators of the non-tax savings loan. We call the other members honorary members.
Although you operate like a bank, you cannot accept deposits from the public.
No.
Yung mga walk-in, ano?
The Bangko Sentral is very strict on that.
Yes,
Right now,
walk-in,
we have to return some.
What do you mean?
Yung may
Because
nag-walk-in,
beyond the
allowed.
Because, for example, we are only allowed for a well-defined group up to the second degree of affinity or
Ano ba yung second degree?
daughter,
Anak. Saan?
Hanggang
brother,
grandchildren po and grandparents.
Grandchildren.
So-
in-laws, your in-laws.
So friends do not apply,
No.
Yeah, friends.
unfortunately.
Unfortunately.
All right, we're going to continue this discussion. We'll be right back. You're watching BizNews.
So,
Welcome back. So the main responsibility and advocacy of AMWSLAI is?
Yeah, economic upliftment of our soldiers, economic empowerment so that they could live a comfortable life, convenient life, while risking their lives in the field. Di ba karamihan po namamatay ang mga sundalo sa field, the soldiers. Kawawa ho yung family here eh.
Yeah.
So we can take care of that.
So do you encourage them to become entrepreneurs
Yeah,
so that they have their succession also?
saka 200,000 members, an average of 5 dependents per member.
Yes.
So that's about what? 200 times 5, they 1 million.
About a
I guess,
million,
no?
yeah.
Ang base nyo, 1 million.
The-
And also with your scholarship and education plans, yun is improvement of human capital. No? Para yung mga succeeding generation, hindi lang sila sa pagsusundalo, makakikita.
Actually, in abroad, ang pinakamalaking negosyo po nila is this mutual benefit
Mutual.
funds. Actually, this play a big role, particularly katulad nung nangyari ngayon. Nabuhay ang Philippine economy because of these small entrepreneurs
Yes.
and the financing that we were able to give them. Yung nagtitinda po ng dyaryo, the small things.
Yes.
The sari-sari stores, the taxi businesses and the jeepney businesses.
Saka there's
The
a
ones
big,
that the big banks
the
don't care
potential membership
to lend to,
is
yeah.
big kasi 70% of the budget of the armed forces goes to salary.
Yes, yes. Malaking pong tulong yun at malaking tulong din po sa Philippine economy and
So
the
bakit
government.
kung you are so good and so beneficial to your members, ba't kayo lang, konti lang kayo? Ba't hindi magtayo mga sarili, mga PNP, ganon? PNP Region 1 tayo, mga Ilocano, matutipid tayo. Ba't di tayo ng
Actually, the concept is there. You are free to do that.
Bakit tayo sila mag-gestate ng similar SLAs?
Siguro po hindi lang po masyadong formalize yung mga ganyang sistema.
Busy sila, busy.
Yeah, busy.
Kasi, biro mo, the military and the police, they are the best trained professional corps of the Philippines, di ba?
Yes.
May MBA, may MA, kasi hindi ka pwede maging colonel kung wala kang master's degree, di ba? Yes. Hindi ka pwede maging general kung wala kang 2 master's degree. Parang napansin ko ganyan di ba?
Pero actually,
pag nag-graduate ka sa PMA, that's an engineering degree.
Is it better to attach themselves to AMWSLAI?
Yeah. Actually, meron din namang industry like market vendors who do have a savings and loan. So, yung mga marginalized sectors ng Philippine economy, meron na rin silang
kailangan nila good management.
Yeah. Kasi kailangan po talaga ma-in place ang good governance.
Hanapin kasi itinerant sila. Hindi ka mo kaya, malulocate mo yung unit nila. May serial number sila. Meron silang tag.
By the way, we have about 20 main branches and 52 extension offices all over the country.
70 ang in effect ang units nyo.
Actually, we did this to protect also the interests of our members, particularly the soldiers. So when they come from the mountains, from the field units, we are the ones going to them instead of them going to us, para to avoid ambushes ba ganon. So, malaki po ang role ng
kaya kailangan nyo talaga may IT kayo, no? Para yung
You
link
need to
up.
keep track.
Link up.
Yes.
So, in the next 5 years, Colonel, where will AMWSLAI be?
I don't know, maybe we're hoping to get bigger, to be the leader in the industry, to be the leading partner of our clients.
Ang growth nyo per year by in assets is how much?
About 20%.
20?
Yeah.
So you can double in 5 years.
Yeah.
No?
Yes.
So when you come back here for another session, you would have been a 50 billion enterprise, diba? With half a million members, diba?
Grace.
With 40 billion worth of liquid assets, cash or convertible.
And hopefully you will become already the Bangko Central Government.
Retired na ako, hindi na pwede.
I just want to be part of this investment thing.
Well, congratulations, Colonel Ronald.
Thank you very much.
Good work, good job, and for the benefit of our soldiers who every day and every hour stake their life for the security and stability of our country.
Also,
They deserve
thanking you for the opportunity that you gave us.
Yeah.
And we would like to assure you that all members of the non-stock savings loan has that mandate to give proper service to their members, to uplift their lives economically, and to boost their moral and welfare.
Saka dapat naman, hindi na kayo masyadong higpitan ng central bank kasi ang daling makapa ng members niya.
Very well said.
And you're actually doing inclusive growth, I might add.
Inclusive growth.
This is inclusive growth.
Yeah.
Congratulations and more power to you.
Yeah, thank
Thanks
you very
for being
much.
on our show.
Thank you.
All right, you've watched another episode of Biz News. I'm Elizabeth Lee together with Tony Lopez. See us every Monday at 10:30. We'll see you again next week. Have a good night and God bless. Thanks for watching.
AMWSLAI maglilingkod sa inyo. AMWSLAI maaasahan nyo. Itataguyod ang buhay patungo sa kaunlaran. AMWSLAI para sa mga kawal. Ang inyong daing ay pakikinggan at kahit